Tutorial on graphic file size calculation, brought to you by Jordan, or Giant Midget. Okay, so let's do this. It is really hot in here, so don't blame me if I'm starting to get off topic. Anyway, apply the in order to do these equations, you have to apply this formula. Remember, horizontal pixels times vertical pixels times bit depths divided by 8 times 1024. So if you ever come across an equation, you have to remember this thing over here. Remember to go from left to right divided by that. And then don't forget the chart, which will be located over here. Now, we had a slight error in getting the chart, so just stick with it. According to Zupans chart, 16-bit, which is over here. Just note that that's 6536. Alright, it's not that number, because this chart's from the internet, and everything from the internet seems to be crap. Anyway, let's move on. Our first equation. Calculate the file size of a graphic 1920 times 1080p, which is a high definition graphics, you should all know that, with 16.7 million colors. Alright, let's do this. Remember the rule, from left to right, horizontal pixel, so that's going to be the horizontal pixel, times vertical pixel, which is that, and the bit depths, which we will get in a second. Now, since it's 16.7 million colors, we have to go to the chart. Alright, so 16.7 million colors, so let's look for that, and it's over there. That stupid thing's popping up. Alright, so over there. My mouse won't let me point to it. Anyway, you should see it there. Alright, so that's going to be 24-bit. Alright, so let's go back to the equation. Hold up. Alright, so remember it's 24 because that's under the category of 16.7 million colors of that chart we're using. Alright, so from left to right, horizontal 1920, vertical 1080, bit depth 24, divided by 8192. So we're applying the rule, so that's basically 8 times 1024. Alright, so let's go to the answer. Alright, final answer. That is now equal to 6075 kilobytes. Well, that's what you're going to get when you do it on a calculator. To convert to megabytes, divide by 1024. So we're doing 6075 divided by 5 divided by 1024, then that will give you 5.93 megabytes. Congratulations, you've done the first equation. Okay, another equation. Hip hip hip. Calculate the file size of a graphic 1280 times 720 with 65536 colors. Alright, let's go. Remember the formula. Horizontal pixels times vertical pixels times bit depths. Alright, horizontal pixels, which is that. From left to right, vertical pixels, which is 720. Alright, and the color 65536. So let's go back to the chart. Remember that error I pointed out to you earlier, so we have to remember that. So this chart, according to Zupan, 16-bit is 65536. You want to go by what Zupan gives you, because that's what he has to do. Anyway, that's in my book, so I'm not following this chart for the 16-bit, but that's 65536, which is 16-bit. Alright, so let's move that there. Oops, see the users. Okay, and then you would have to times it by 16 because that's under the category of 65536. Divided by 8192, which is basically 8 times 1024. Then let's move to the final answer. Evaluate 1280 by 7. So this is an extended working out chart I've just done here. So evaluate. So you go 1280 times 720 times 16 divided by that. So do that. Yeah, 1280 times 720 times 16 divided by 8192, which is equal to 1800 kilobytes. You would usually want to do this part first, but that gives you a really huge number. Then you'll divide that by 8192. That'll give you 1800 kilobytes. Then convert to megabytes, divide by 1024, then that's equal to 1.8 megabytes. And no more slides. That's it for that, and yeah, toodaloo.